And Matt, you've been around in Bitcoin development for some time. Like, how do you kind of see how Bitcoin development has kind of historically?
Yeah, so I mean, I came at this from I worked on Bitcoin Core for many, many years, and have now kind of moved over to the Lightning space. You know, historically, when I started working on Bitcoin 11 years ago or something, there weren't any funding for Bitcoin Core developers. There weren't even any full-time Bitcoin Core developers. Now that, you know, obviously Bitcoin Core can always use more resources probably, but that's kind of a solved problem. You know, there's a ton of people working on Bitcoin Core. Bitcoin Core has a lot of really smart people working on it. You know, there's room to grow, but everything further up the stack doesn't, right? And so BDK has been really awesome. You know, Steve talked about all these like libraries that have been kind of one-offs that people have thrown out in various languages, and they're not well maintained, and they're not really all that usable. And so, you know, having a common base for on-chain stuff is awesome. But you know, we looked at it as the Spiral team, and we also concluded like there needs to be something like this for Lightning too, right? Is that Lightning is even more complicated than the on-chain stuff. There's even more to get right. There's even more to do, and we've seen several kind of mobile Lightning wallets. We've seen several Lightning wallets come around, and it's a full-time job for a team of 3 or 4 people to not only build a Lightning implementation, but actually keep up with all of the changes happening in Lightning and everything going on in Lightning. And so our goal is to kind of abstract that out, right? And there's make it so that you don't need a team of 4 full-time engineers to build a great Bitcoin wallet, where, you know, there's frankly some work to be done, right? There's some good wallets out there that need to grow, need to add Lightning support, need a little better UX here or there, need a little better design help from the design community folks, and you know, we want to see a lot more, especially things like Bitcoin Beach Wallet, things like where there's like a localized community that has some local features they might need, or where, you know, integration with some local services makes more sense, and really enable people to build good user experiences around Bitcoin that, you know, that it's just, currently you have to be a great low-level engineer to do that, and finding a great low-level engineer who's also good at building UX and good design is not, I mean, basically it doesn't exist, right? Yeah. And so trying to abstract away that low-level stuff so that we can do all that work for you, and then you can focus on how do you build a great user experience.
Okay.